This is Ms. Kahoffer. I am creating a screencast for you all tonight to show you how to log into some different sites for your child. We have a ton of wonderful online resources this year. So I just want to kind of show you guys how you can log in and where you can find all these wonderful resources. So the very first thing is I want to show you how to get to Plano I Keep Bookmarks. So I'm on Google and I'm going to type in Plano I Keep Bookmarks. So I'm going to click on my first one. I Keep Bookmarks is a wonderful place. It has different links for different resources that we use school-wide. So here are some different ones. The first site I'll show you is Dreambox. Dreambox is a math site that children can practice on. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to Kahoffer. And when your students log in, they will type in their 212 number and then their password. Mine would be S. Kahoffer. So it's your first initial and then your last name. So that is Dreambox. The next site I want to show you guys is Lexia. Lexia is a reading site, and several students have finished it, but if they haven't, this is a wonderful resource for them to practice at home. Okay, Lexia Core 5, and again, that link was on Plano I Keep Bookmarks. Their Lexia username is their 212 number, and then their password is read. So that will be our Lexia username and password. And again, this link was on I Keep Bookmarks. Okay, the next thing that I will show you is on, if you go to Kahoffer, this is the Spelling City link. So in the Spelling City link, you will find all of the different lists for 4th grade. So just you have to know what the story is of the week. And also keep in mind that I do differentiated spelling lists. So there are some different lists per different story. I always staple those to my homework packets each week. And so if you can check there, I've also started to put the different lists as an assignment on Google Classroom. So Spelling City is a really great resource to use. They can practice spelling at home and they can take practice tests and play games. Alright, the next site that I will show you is if you scroll down and you go to the Plano website. If you go to teacher websites, scroll down to me. So this is my web page. This is where you can find a lot of different information. On homeroom information, if you scroll down, our snack calendars are posted here. Our newsletters are posted here. Supply list, daily schedule, the Spelling City link, Scholastic directions, Class Dojo, Twitter, Leader and Me resources. If you go to the reading page, on the reading page, if you click on Core Vocabulary, each week I put a link to a Quizlet on my web page. And this is where students can practice their vocabulary for each week of our reading series. So Quizlet is a really fun site. You can learn, play flashcards, write, spell, take a test, and there are several games. And so I love Quizlet, and those are always on my website. Alright, go back to I Keep Bookmarks. Okay. The next site that I want to show you is actually not on Plano I Keep Bookmarks. first, what I'm going to do is go back to plain old Google. Each student has a Google sign-in, a Google login, so an email address, and they use that email and password to sign into a lot of different sites. So I'm going to sign into my Google. Mine is stephanie.goffer@warren.kyschools.us. The students' emails are, if I was a student, mine would be stephanie.goffer@stu.warren.kyschools.us. So once I log in, now I am logged into Google. And this is important because we're going to use this login for several different things. The first site I'm going to go to is Flocabulary. So it's flocabulary.com. Okay, I'm going to click Login. If you scroll down, log in with Google. And so now I am logged in. Mine looks a little bit different because I am a teacher, but your students will have at the top an area for their assignments and their classes. So sometimes teachers may assign different assignments for them. If you look in my core reading class, I've assigned several different assignments for them so they can watch a setting video, read and respond a quiz. There's also different vocabulary elements for them to watch. So Flocabulary is a really cool website for them to check out, and there's a ton of different skills in different subject areas that they can view. So that's Flocabulary. The next one I'm going to go to is Newsela.com. So it's NEWSELA.com. Okay. All right. I'm going to sign out of mine. Okay. So when students go to Newsela, they'll click Sign In. And this is another great site where they can use their Google sign-in. So they'll click Google sign-in. And then they will see this. When students first log in, there says Assignments or Explore. And so a lot of times we have different articles that we would like for them to read and do text sets. Newsela is really great because it takes real-world news articles and it turns them into kid-friendly language, and it's appropriate for them. So we love this because it exposes them to nonfiction texts. Okay. The next thing before I log out of my Google is if I go to classroom.google.com. So I have several different classes for my students. If you go to your homeroom, Goffer homeroom, the students are already members of my homeroom. So what I've done this week, and this is the first time we're doing this for spelling, is I've created different assignments based on individual students' spelling links. So if they click on this, this would be a certain student's Horned Prince spelling list. You know, a different student might have, a different student might have this list. And so it's going to go directly to their list. So Google Classroom is a spot where we post several different things for students. If your child's in my math class, I also have them for Esperanza Rising for RTI. So on this page, it says Core Math, but I also do RTI things. For my Core Math kiddos, I post videos from Khan Academy. I do different logins and different videos for different skills. So this is Google Classroom. Students can also use their Google login for Khan Academy. Khan Academy has a ton of videos for many different subject areas. So I'm going to click Login, continue with Google. and mine is being funny right now. But students will let them log in with their Google account. The next site I'm going to go to is readtheory.org. So Read Theory is a free site that I found a couple of years ago that I absolutely love. It's another site that exposes students to nonfiction texts. And I love fiction and I love stories, but in a real world setting, most things that we read are nonfiction texts, whether it's articles, Facebook posts, things for your job, things of that nature. We really want to make sure that we're exposing our students to nonfiction texts. Excuse me. So when students log in, this one they're actually not logging in with Google. For Read Theory, their username would be their 212 number, and their password is read1234, and then they would log in. When students log in, they first take a practice quiz, and that adjusts them on their level, and then they can read passages and stories, take quizzes on them, and earn knowledge points. So that's all I have for you tonight. I know that was a lot of information. Oh, actually, I am incorrect. I forgot IXL, so please excuse me. I need to go back to Plano I Keep Bookmarks. I cannot believe I almost forgot this one. It's one of my favorite resources that we have this school year. So back on Plano I Keep Bookmarks, if you choose IXL, this is the Plano IXL sign-in page. So on IXL, their username is their 212 number, and their password is going to be their first initial last name. So mine would be Eskahoffer. I'm going to log into mine. So I want to show you different things that they can do on here. So if they go to Learning, scroll down. So this is a math page. So teachers will star different assignments, and these are skills that we want them to focus on. I will often unstar things, or I might star other things for them to do. So you can see students in my math class have been doing a really good job looking at these skills. Students can work on science. So for example, I have starred different parts of plants. That was our recent unit that we just did, and adaptations. There are also skills they can work on in language arts and in social studies. So that is all this time. Actually, thank you. I finally got all of our resources in our websites. Thank you so much for watching this and tuning in, and thank you for excusing my mistakes. I'm so enjoying having your child this school year, and I want them to be as successful as possible. So thanks for being a part of my team, and please let me know if you have any questions. Have a good night.